That thing on? Make sure that's on.
Yeah.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your man, G. Louie.
And it's your man's Clearly coming to y'all live on Dinner Night Live podcast on Monday. Monday, like we told y'all we would. And this type of fun you got with your clothes on. Wow. Piss joints. Yeah, y'all up in here. What in the heck is this here? Y'all ain't got to go nowhere. Y'all already here. Y'all lost a game at home. 7. They ain't lost in forever. Good Lord, Pistons. I don't know what to say. Bad coaching, bad playmanship, bad sportsmanship, just bad. It's bad. Wow. I just don't know what to say. You know what I mean?
Got the black piston hat on because it's the funeral. They murdered us. They killed us.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn, man, listen. We just going to go ahead and bring the bagpipes out and go ahead and do it like that and let it be what it's to shoot the guns in the air and, you know what I mean, let y'all die slowly, man. Because I can't believe y'all, man, went off up in there game 7 and we ain't never lost a game 7 and y'all lost a game 7. Y'all wild work for that. They wild work for that. And on top of that, y'all get blew.
They blew out.
Right.
It wasn't no go
30
down.
strip.
It wasn't go down to the wire. You know what I mean? Basket, boom, back and forth, back and forth.
30 strip.
Boom. They just blew y'all out.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what could it have been that they could have possibly adjusted to that y'all didn't, besides y'all not rebounding. Whoa. Yeah, you'll never win no game with no offensive rebound. They gave them every goddamn possession. They got 4-5 shots. So, nah, you ain't gonna win no game like that.
Right.
And the turnovers still persisted. So, nah. You know what I mean? Hey, better luck next year. Whoa.
Got to get them to score. They need some more scoring, and they got to play that defense, man.
Well,
but it's over. They gone fishing, and they said, where they going fishing at?
right. Then y'all let Jimmy H come off up here and show out with all that flopping. The bearded man, all that flopping yesterday. Wild work. That was wild work. Uh-oh.
What's that?
I don't know. What did I?
Oh, well, we still live, though.
So, yeah, all that flopping yesterday from Jimmy H, man, we wasn't feeling it. The bearded man was doing way too much. For real, for real. The bearded man was doing way too much. This is what I was...
Oh, before you go, I was down there because I had a chauffeuring job, all right? I was down there. So I'm waiting on them to come out, and everybody coming out, they started leaving the game early. They coming out, they had the boo-boo face. They was looking so sick. They was looking horrible. I said, what happened? They lost? People just looked at me. It was like, kept it moving. They didn't even want to talk. People was so mad.
Nah, I don't know if this is real or not, but they got a conspiracy going on that I seen it only on social media. I don't know if that's been generated AI or what, but they saying that ABC released a commercial that detailed Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Cleveland Cavaliers was in it versus the New York Knicks. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something about AI generation. If y'all look at that video clearly, that's on social media, you see the Pistons, Cavs, and Knicks is all through that video. So I think someone generated the voiceover of the announcer and put that up there like that.
Right.
And I think that was always saying the Knicks is to face off one of these teams in Game 1. I think that was the storyline. That's what I think.
No, well, what I seen is
I don't think ABC would make a mistake like that.
Well, yeah, they probably generate AI generated because it said the Knicks plays the Cavs in Game 1.
That's what it said.
Exactly what it said.
But at the beginning of that video, you see Cade You see Durham, you see Harris, you see these guys running in simultaneously through the video in the beginning, on the bottom, with Mitchell, because that's really who they really show over there is Mitchell and old boy with the head. I can't remember his name, the center with the head. I don't know his name. I don't know the Cleveland niggas' names. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't know y'all. But but anywho, but no. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know. What?
This is so funny. This is so funny. I wanted to address. We had did a podcast a couple podcasts ago, and it's just so funny that this guy jumping our comments, talking about, he say, my man right there, he's sniffing cocaine, he on that powder.
Oh, he in the chat now?
I don't know if he in the chat now, but he talking about something. Look at him, he can't stop, he's sniffing, yeah, because of my allergies, nigga. You know what I mean? What you talking about? You must don't even know who you talking about. You know what I mean? He just going on. I just thought it was hilarious. You know what I mean? But when you got that, let us know that we doing something good.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, while you doing the critiquing, man, what about the information? Was any of the information valid? Was any of the information helpful at all? I don't know.
Right.
But we're gonna move it on to the weekend stuff. I went out over the weekend to several places. Went to the Big Pink, y'all. Wow, Big Pink. If you don't know about the Big Pink, it's downtown on Mildrum and Wright. That's right, downtown off Jefferson on Mildrum and Wright. It is a warehouse downtown that is hosting some of the biggest, wildest parties Detroit has ever seen. If you want to go somewhere, have a good time without nobody to worry about how much your clothes cost, that's the place you need to be at. They only open on Fridays and Saturdays, but they throwing day parties, y'all. Day parties for the retired baddies. Wow, which is the party I went to yesterday. From 2 to 6. 2 to 6. 2 to 6. That's a real day party, let me tell you. And I tell you this, they was in there partying, and there was ladies in there wall to wall. And it probably was only maybe 10 guys in there total. Maybe. Wall to wall ladies. Do you not understand? So I went there, checked it out. It's real. Next spot, Drink Well. Old Will's place. Funny thing is,
what happened?
I met somebody, but hey, we don't go off into that. Wow, Will's place. But anywho, Drink Well. Went up there to a party. It was relatively hot.
In there?
Yes. I don't know what's going on if the AC unit was working or if they weren't ready for the heat wave.
They probably weren't ready for that AC. They probably wasn't even ready. I mean, ready for the heat wave with the AC. But you know, these days here, you got to be ready.
Yeah, when you run the biz, I believe you're supposed to be ready for all things, such as, especially when you hosting people. Yeah, it was extremely hot off up in there where it was kind of like unbearable to the point where I was sweating my costume out. Had to get up out of there.
You know what? It was a couple other places that people said they was at, and they was like, man, it was hot up in there. I had to get up out of there.
Just in case y'all don't know, it's 90 today. Over the weekend, it's been in the 80s or whatever, and we've been rocking with it. So Detroit don't get this kind of weather until like June, July, and we getting it in May. So for it to jump from 40s straight to 80s like that, it's a hell of an eco effect.
Right.
I want y'all to know.
The jump straight from cold to hot.
So now I go to Double Shot. That was one of my other spots.
Double Shot.
Go there. I don't know what's going on, but I got a DM for the guys telling me that women are out here grifting at the bar. They stealing. Thieves in the temple. I got a DM. A couple of them. Whereas guys go to the bar, pay for the drinks, and when you walk away thinking that the bartender about the only one touching the money, the girlies is stashing the money. Yeah, they is. Happened to me last night, y'all. Wow, at Double Shot. Yikes. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all. I've never had nothing like this happen to me before. I go in there, birthday party. Hey babes, happy birthday. Everything live. I'm not drinking liquor, y'all, so I'm totally sober. Haven't drank since January. This is May going into June. See some young ladies, order y'all a drink, order them a drink. They give me the tab. I pay the tab. Walk away. Them same said ladies steal the tab money back, Blizz.
Oh, wow.
Exactly.
What did they say when you say what?
I goes out to the patio, to the haberdashery section. Yeah, I did. Got my haberdasheries in. Whoa. Yeah, I did. And come back and look up, and the waitress like, hey, I'm glad you didn't leave your tab. Whoa. Paid it already. Go in, ask the young ladies what happened to the 50. They said they never seen nothing. I said, oh, wow. So right then at that moment, y'all, I knew that the gig was in. So now, then front, not on them. Let the whole bar know. We got thieves in the temple. That's right. Yeah. Need to know. Watch your pocketbook, watch your wallet, watch your drink. You know what I'm saying? They stealing.
They stealing, B.
They stealing. And that's just what they was doing. I'm telling y'all. It's crazy that the economy is that messed up where girls got to steal just to feed their children. You risking getting your whole beak knocked off for $50. Why work?
Right, because you're not only stealing from
the patron, you're stealing from the bar.
You stealing
and the waitress, because she got gratuity on that.
Right.
It's a three-headed monster.
Right, so you stealing from three people.
It's a three-headed monster.
You know what they say they was gonna do? The
owner asked me to come to the back to roll the cameras back. I said, nah, man, I'm not finna roll no cameras back, man. How much is my bill the second time? And I'm gonna pay that and I'm bouncing. He said, well, I don't wanna take your money. I said, well, I'm leaving anyways. I don't wanna be around a riffraff like that. If that's what's going on here, I can't even relax and have a good time. Cause I'm always on my P's and Q's watching to see who's trying to steal something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, y'all. 2 thumbs down on that.
So did you pay the second tab?
He didn't allow me to. He wouldn't allow me to. The owner, he wouldn't allow me to. He would not. And I was very forceful. He would not allow me. Nope. So, play at your own risk. Play at your own risk,
And to this same subject, but different scenario far as on the money tip, because I was out here doing prompts. Actually, I was out earlier that day at Double Shot with my, making a delivery for them to put up the boards for the event, right? But this past weekend, and just putting up, just doing the stuff for the prompts and stuff like that, it hasn't been jumping like it was last year, because people ain't spending money like they was last year. You know what I mean? Because I was busy from like starting Wednesday all the way to Saturday. I was busy from sun up to sundown, going from prom to prom to prom to prom, all the way until it was all the way until it was dark. And then I was going back picking up stuff that was dropped off as far as I had to go back and pick up. But just seeing that the economy, how people wasn't spending that money like that. They wasn't. No, they wasn't. They was not.
And we about to talk about that, because I know a lot of y'all trying to figure out what's going on with the economy and why is the pesos leaving and not staying. Well, we finna get off into that, because something went on Wednesday and Thursday, that you guys might not have been aware of last week. They had something called the World Summit. This is a place where all the world leaders come to and try to come to some resolution on whatever matters may be. Now, at this particular summit, only China and the U.S. was called to the summit. Now, at the summit, Donald Trump, El Presidente, pulled up gangster style. Yeah, he did. He got every major CEO in the world with him. That's how he pulled up on China. Now, China, on the other hand, Xi Jinping, yeah, that's the general over there, leader, I don't know, him, Xi. He looked, said, all right, let's get down. They go into strategies. Now, Donald went over there to negotiate or to try to come to some resolution as far as his crew that he's already grifted out of Venezuela, that he's trying to get more to mix with Iran that I told y'all about weeks ago. Now, in this negotiation, Donald make his proposal. China turned him down. Said, no, Donald, we straight. Right. Donald don't know how they was able to do that. And I'm going to tell y'all why they was able to do that. China's learned, and I told y'all this months ago, China's learned through economical stresses that our president has put on the world that they can sell the products all over the world without even coming to the U.S. So everybody else across the world is still buying their products.
Right, exactly.
And they're not using U.S. money to do that. Now, in this negotiation that they was talking about or whatever, Donald tell China like, yo, I got all the oil. What y'all gonna do? China said, yo, we cool with buying the oil from the Iranians, but we still want to buy from the Iranians. So Donald say, what? Basically, they want the Iranians back in power. Stop messing over them people, Donald. That's what they want. Whoa. And they was willing to still trade in U.S. currency. See, that's the major kicker. See, the other countries, when I told y'all months ago about BRICS that formed the alliance not to trade in U.S. currency, that's what it's all about. It's all about being able to manipulate and trade your currency as a global denomination. You know what I mean? It's valid everywhere. That's what every country wants. Just like the American dollar is valid everywhere. And that's what they trying to do now. And so he made a reference to Athens. And in Athens, there's an old Greek guy or whatever that they got a war that happened because it was a stronger guy going against another stronger guy, and the other stronger guy thought they had the advantage when the other stronger guy really had the advantage, and they ended up winning. And yeah, I get all of that. But let me get y'all to understand something here on why the prices at the grocery store, at the mall, at the sites, all this stuff is high. Is because of this very trade war that's going on between U.S. and China. See, we not only at war with Iran, we have a trade war going on with the China people, and god dang it, that's way more worse than the Iranian war. So, Donald's resolution to all this is to empower Tijuana. Tijuana is a neighboring country to China, and China is basically gonna go off up in there and wipe them out. But Donald said he's gonna supply them with weapons. Costing us, y'all, wait for it, $4.4 billion. Yeah. So, he went over to China for nothing, y'all. Wow. He came back with absolutely nothing. I mean, nothing. He was supposed to sold 500 Boeings to the Chinese. Xi said, no, I only need 200. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
So, Donald on the clock. And what y'all need to understand is everything with Donald, and why we talk so much about the president on this show, because everything with him is transactional. So by being transactional, everything is going to affect our pockets, because we're the taxpayers. We go into, like I say, the market, you buying school supplies, you buying toys, you buying gas, you buying anything that uses currency, U.S. dollars. It's going to cost us in the long run. Y'all got to understand that. That's why I need y'all to really focus and really hear me on this podcast when I be giving y'all this information. Because y'all need to really, really understand it's not going to get better. It's not. It hasn't even reached this worse yet. See what I'm saying?
Donald, he doing the job.
And there's no stabilizing the failing economy. There is no stabilizer. Either it's going to fail or not fail. Simple as that.
No,
yeah?
For sure.
So, other than that, we got
what else happened?
people coming on the show. Yeah, try to get some people on here, y'all. I know we haven't.
We gonna get some on here, and we about to be back out in the field too.
Yeah,
we about to be back out in the field. So, but y'all got to, man. Let me get them subscribers. Y'all share, like, and y'all. We need and get in that chat. Where y'all at?
Yeah, you don't comment after the fact. Comment while we live in the chat. I told y'all cut y'all notifications on the Instagram.
Let me find out.
Yeah, but no.
Find out.
Oh, before we go, Grand Prix this weekend and Memorial Day. Whoa.
Man, that came so fast.
See? Yep, he wasn't even ready for it, y'all. So get ready. Fun. Well, matter of fact, no, I'm bugging. Memorial Day this weekend, Grand Prix the weekend after. So scratch Grand Prix. Memorial Day weekend. We haven't made any plans as of yet, but we will be somewhere promoting our brand, and we want, like he said, y'all to subscribe. So we're gonna be out here with these things for y'all to be able to subscribe.
And I'm gonna come up with something for y'all, cause y'all gonna have to, y'all subscribe, y'all get a gift or something.
And we gonna be in the field asking some wild questions. That's what we gonna do, y'all. When we in the field, we're gonna ask some wild questions.
That's right.
See if we can get a reaction from the regular Detroiters, y'all.
That's right. That's right.
Until the next time we come on, we out. Holla out.